spent in a miserable way.
U.S. News: father of Parkland victim delivers blistering comedy set in response to Louis C.K. mocking. When Manuel Oliver walks on stage for his comedy set, it does take long for the laughs to stop. Recently, I heard this great line from a comedian. He said, "If the room quickly falls silent." The set is, in fact, not for comedic purposes at all, but rather an organization created by Oliver and his wife, Patricia, working to empower young people to use their voice to fight for safer gun laws. It comes on the heels of Louis C.K. reportedly joking yet again about the Parkland shooting that left 17 people dead, the majority of whom were teenagers.
Raindrop, drip, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.